what we have today, right, is an interesting story, right? It shows the contrast of like the right wing space, right? So we're gonna bring into the sports world, the hockey world. So recently, there's been a divide amongst the hockey's women team and the hockey's men team due to who? None other than Donald Trump. What happened is, right, so for one, Donald Trump gave the Medal of Honor to the goalie of the U.S. Hockey Olympic team. The Medal of Honor. Like, you have to understand, right, Donald Trump, they made him so, like, I guess to this white power structure we call the U.S. government. So the reason why I don't like him so much, because he cheapens everything. Like, when you give a goalie a Medal of Honor, that would go to like a guy who saved a whole squad of military people in like Kuwait or something, and you give him the same equivalent medal to a goalie at an Olympic game, it cheapens the Medal of Honor, which is the highest medal. I think it's a Medal of Honor, and then there's the, let's look it up. What's the highest medals? What's higher than a Medal of Honor? The Presidential Medal of Freedom, and then there's Congressional Gold Medal. Okay. So the Medal of Honor is the highest one you can get. So you gave the highest medal that someone within the United States can get to a goalie on a soccer team. Anyway, not only that, but guess what? The women's team hates Donald Trump. Let's watch this video real quick.
That I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
And on a call with FBI Director Kash Patel invited the U.S. men's Olympic team to the White House when they won gold.
We're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. Absolutely. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
Now it's the president's words and the laughter that has some people taking sides.
I just thought the joke was distasteful.
The U.S. women's hockey team also won historic Olympic gold. And today, team captain Hillary Knight weighing in on GMA.
Our words matter and how we speak about women matters, and we need to celebrate this team.
Now, men's hockey goaltender Jeremy Swayman says the men should have reacted differently during the locker room moment. Other Team USA members talking about the camaraderie between the men's and women's teams at the Olympics.
I know that there's been like so much headlines and, about us and the women's hockey team and, the video, but
it's a great teaching point to really shine light on how women should be championed for their amazing feats. And now I have to sort of sit, and anybody has to sit in front of you and explain someone else's behavior. It's not my responsibility.
Now, the women's team says that they were grateful for their own invitation to the State of the Union, but that they had to decline due to what they said were timing and scheduling issues. Now, President Trump says the women's team is coming to the White House soon, but there are no details or specifics.
So if you listen to that, what Donald Trump says is, he says to this is when Kash Patel was partying, drinking beer on our tax dollars. If you listen to what he says on Kash Patel's phone, he says, yeah, congratulations, boys. They love saying boys. He says, and I guess you're going to have to bring the women's team with you, but I don't know because they might try to impeach me. And the captain of the team said that was very distasteful. Then after that, he invites them to the State of the Union address. You notice when they came out, the men's team came out, the women's team didn't come. They declined because they cannot stand Donald Trump. Now, I don't think the women's hockey team is any left-wing liberal progressives or anything like that. But they understand who this guy is. Once again, he's being accused, allegedly, of raping a 13-year-old. And no, I'm not bleeping out the language. I'm not going to say graping, because we have to understand what it is he's being accused of, and he's hiding those documents. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that. So they declined the State of the Union. Then also they asked, "Oh, well, you're invited," because when the NBA team, the NFL team wins the championship or gold medals, they're invited to the White House and to the presidential office and whatnot, and they denied it. They said, "Well, the corporate answer of being like, oh, timing and scheduling," but apparently they said they will stop by. This is timing and scheduling, but we're gonna come. But at this point, there is no details as time and what time they'll be there. So what we're seeing here, right? And this is the reason why I said white people are probably some of the most politically militant people that are on planet Earth, and that's the reason why they're in the situation they're in. Because even though these white women hate Trump, right, who play hockey, I guarantee you, if we were to go to look at their voting records, it's Republican through and through. I guarantee you that. Like I said the other day, most of the Democrat Party has lost its white base. They don't really have too many white voters. They've gone all to Trump. That's the reason why the Republican conservative, the right wing, is so big on population control, getting the migrants out, because their numbers are dwindling and dwindling. And what happens when your numbers dwindle? Power dwindles. And what happens when power dwindles? Competition. So that one leg up they're so used to having all these years has been slowly eroding, slowly being taken from them. And they have to now compete on an even level. It's not like they're getting pushed to the back, which they say reverse racism. That's whole Charlie Kirk's thing. The DEI is just nothing but, no, it's not reverse racism. It's just Department of Equity and Inclusion. That's all it is. No, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Just making sure that if you are a college student and you want to have an internship, right? Most internships don't pay. DEI makes sure that they pay, because most people who are able to take advantage of internships are well-to-do kids who have parents that can take care of the bills and stuff, because internships used to be free. Like, you didn't pay interns. DEI said, hey, you guys got to, make an effort to make sure all peoples on campus have an opportunity to this, also have an opportunity to see it. Like, you can't make it so secretive like they used to, where it's just only a select few people would know. No, you have to make a good effort to let everyone see it, or else they'll take government funding, federal government funding, away from you. So, and within that DEI conversation, I don't know how we got here, but DEI conversation, I don't know why people try to make it seem like black people are the number one recipients, I can't pronounce that word right now, recipients of DEI. The number one recipients of DEI are white women. It's always been white women. Look at federal jobs, it's mainly white women. We're talking about teachers, we're talking about clerks, we're talking about all those positions, mainly white women. A lot of black people get their jobs from that, but percentage-wise, white women are the number one recipients of DEI. Let's pronounce that right that time. So anyway, guys, the women's hockey team hates Trump. I hate Trump. The world hates Trump. He's in trouble. His approval rating is at 36%, which that's the high numbers from what I hear. And he's soon going to have to steal this election. And I think he's prepared to do it. So anyway, guys, just letting you guys know that the goalie of the U.S. hockey team has just received a Medal of Honor. Huh? You like that? All right. It's ridiculous. It's a clown show. Anyway, see you later.